You ready to start?
Yes.
Let's do it. In your own words, can you tell me what the hell is happening in the world today?
Well, I just ate a delicious breakfast burrito. What's going on in my world? Basically, we got a pandemic raging. It's being mismanaged by a lot of people who don't know a lot of science. I don't know a lot of science, and I am somebody who knows some science, so...
But basically, because of all this, our government has told us to stay inside and avoid contact with non-essential things. And people have not been listening, and they've just been, going outside and deciding that this is, a fun vacation. If you drive down the Blue Ridge Parkway, there are cars parked, all along the Blue Ridge Parkway looking for, places to park to go hike. And it's y'all are not getting this concept. But, yeah, so basically we're stuck inside for an unknown amount of time until people learn to stay inside to stop the spread of the virus.
But obviously, in the world right now, we are sitting back and being helpless while people around us are dying, and it's a really difficult time all around for, I think, almost everybody, because we have had to shift our lives around no matter what you're doing. And in some way, you probably know someone who has been infected by this disease, maybe has died from this disease, and we're all just trying to cope and work together while being apart physically.
So, tell me, what difficulties have you faced through this experience personally?
So many. It's so tough. Oh my god. Just doing classes and figuring out Zoom. I'm not a very tech savvy person, and
a lot of the classes I had were ensembles, which you have to be in person to do that. So since we'd met the minimum number of classes required to count as a fully completed course in North Carolina, that a lot of those ensembles just decided to conclude early, and I lost so much growth and education that I could have had this semester if the entire world didn't collapse.
But yeah, it's just college students are not used to taking things without moving and constantly doing something. College students are put into a schedule where you have class, you have this meeting, you have this, that, and you're constantly going. And I have been feeling the pressure of feeling like I'm not doing enough, even though, we are in the middle of a world crisis. You'd think I would take that time to give myself a break, but there's just certain types of people like myself who just don't feel like they need to be doing something to feel accomplished, and hard times for people like that. It truly is hard times.
Shoot. All right, you ready for our last two questions?
Sure. Sorry to,
Oh, no, I totally loved it. I haven't talked to you in many, many moons, and I miss you greatly.
No, same.
Okay, so, to pivot from the last question, what positives have you experienced through the pandemic?
One day, one of our, the girls in our friend group was just would y'all want a Zoom call? And so we did a Zoom happy hour, and it's adorable. And we've done it every Thursday of quarantine where we just call and just talk for 2 hours. And it's really cool to see that those connections that you made so long ago are still so stable, even though there's been so much time and so much change. And I think it has really kind of shown the idea of it doesn't matter where you go or what you do. The people that truly love you and understand you will always love you and understand you no matter what's going on.
My last question is, what advice do you have to help people better cope with what's going on right now?
Mathematically speaking, everybody will get the virus. It's gonna be like the common cold. Everyone's gonna get the virus. But the whole idea of social distancing, right, is to not have everybody get the virus at the same time. Then the hospitals will be overwhelmed, and you'll be way more likely to die than if the hospitals weren't overwhelmed, right? So wash your hands, stay safe. Know in your head that you will get the virus, but try and fend it off as long as possible, right?
God, I feel like people's mental health should be considered, really considered right now, because we're not able to see our friends, and talk, like have social interactions like normal. So I think having like a good connection and talking like with your friends on a normal basis is probably like really good for like everybody's mental health right now, because we're all in it together, and I don't know, we can give each other hope that way.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like once this Corona thing is all over, I'm either gonna go somewhere or I'm gonna go somewhere.
Oh, we're going somewhere. We're spending money.
I'm like out of money, but I'm going
Oh,
somewhere.
it's the same. All 4 of my jobs got canceled. It's fine, but like we'll make it work.